Welcome to Hot Echo Channel, where we believe that sometimes the smallest kindness can change a life forever. The evening rush at Riverside Bistro was finally slowing down. The clatter of plates softened, the street lights flickered on, and Claire Bennett wiped down the last outdoor table, her legs aching after another long double shift. At 26, Claire had been working here for nearly 3 years. She'd moved to the city with big dreams of becoming a teacher, believing her passion would be enough to carry her through. But reality had other plans. Rent was high, tuition was higher, and dreams, she learned, didn't pay off student loans. So, she worked days at the bistro and studied at night, surviving on pure determination and a sliver of hope. She was just about to clock out when something across the street caught her eye. A little girl sat all alone on the curb. She couldn't have been more than 5 or 6 years old. Her cream-colored coat looked expensive, and her shoes were spotless, but her posture was small, folded in on itself. She didn't look like a child who was just waiting. She looked like a child who had been forgotten. Claire scanned the street. Couples passed by, businessmen hurried along, but no one stopped. Something tightened in Claire's chest. She could have just gone home. She was exhausted and hungry, but instead, she grabbed the sandwich the kitchen had made for her own dinner and crossed the street. "Hi there," she said softly, kneeling down to the girl's level. "Are you okay, sweetheart?" The girl looked up with watery eyes. "I'm okay," she whispered, but it was clear she wasn't. "I'm Claire. Are you waiting for someone?" "My daddy," the girl said. "He said he'd be right back. But it's been a really long time. And I'm hungry." Claire glanced up at the sky. The sun had set over an hour ago. "What's your name?" Claire asked gently. "Lily Anderson." Claire smiled. "That's a beautiful name." She held out the sandwich. "I was going to eat this, but I think you need it more than I do." Lily's eyes widened. "Really? Really?" Claire confirmed. Lily ate like she hadn't had a meal all day. Claire felt her heart ache watching her. They moved to a nearby bench, where Claire could keep a better watch. As they sat, Lily talked quietly about her school, her piano lessons, and how her dad worked all the time. "Today was supposed to be our special day," Lily said with a sigh. But work happened again. Before Claire could respond, a frantic voice cut through the air. "Lily!" A tall man in a black suit rushed toward them, sheer panic written all over his face. He scooped Lily into his arms, holding her like he'd almost lost her forever. "I'm so sorry," he said over and over. When he finally noticed Claire, his expression shifted. "Who are you?" he asked, a bit defensively. "I'm Claire. I work across the street. I stayed with Lily and gave her my dinner." Relief flooded the man's face, quickly followed by a wave of shame. "You gave her your food?" he asked, his voice softer now. "She was hungry," Claire said simply. He immediately pulled out his wallet. "Please, let me pay you for your trouble." Claire just shook her head. "No. Just be there for her. That's more than enough." Something changed in his eyes in that moment. They ended up walking to a small pizza place together, over greasy slices and paper plates. Lily laughed again. Truly laughed. Her father listened to her really. Listened, maybe for the first time in a while. "My name is James Anderson," he said finally. "I own an education company." Claire didn't react. Titles didn't impress her. But when James learned that Claire was studying to become a teacher, he grew thoughtful. "We're hiring," he said carefully. "We're looking for people who genuinely care about kids. I won't promise anything, but I'd really like you to come in for an interview." Claire's world tilted on its axis. A real job, aligned with her dream, tuition assistance, stability, all because she chose to share a sandwich with a lonely little girl. As Claire waited for her ride home, Lily hugged her tightly. "Thank you for being nice to me," Lily whispered. Claire smiled, tears burning her eyes. That night, a simple act of kindness didn't just save a hungry child from a scary situation. It opened the door to a brighter future. Thanks for watching. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe to Heart Echo channel for more stories that warm the soul. We'll see you next time.